Hello, today for change we're going to put something together rather than taking it apart. This is the shift lever Dura-Ace R9170, but the same process applies to Ultegra, only 11 speed. That's the one I resprayed the other day after some road rush. The tools you'll need is a T8, T5, 2mm Allen key, long nose pliers, pair of tweezers, and a L-shaped pick, and also hammer if you need it. So we're gonna start by putting the nameplate on, and that uses T8. Then we need to install a spring. You need to make sure that sticks out. Then shift paddles. First is a small one and the larger one. We just need a little dab of Loctite. Make sure everything moves nicely, and then you can put the rubber cap on. Then you can install the wiring loom, but leave it as is. Do not assemble springs. The second part is installing that bit here, and this is where you need that pick. So you need to hold that spring. So just move it slightly, so you're gonna leave enough space to fit the cable in. Now that fork, make sure that pinch bolt is done up just a little bit, so obviously it doesn't fall off, and also it leaves enough space inside so it doesn't obstruct that pin. Now when installing that, you got two little holes, so you need to feed that in just like that, and then you can hold it with your finger. Make sure obviously there was no obstructions and that goes clearly. Then you just press that in, and using your index finger, nice and smooth. Then you can flip it around. That pin can go only from this side, and you can press it with your thumb so it doesn't take much, and then you can just tap that in so that's nice and flush. Then if you apply brake, T5, all the way in, then you can feed that wire or cable, and using long nose pliers Move that in. Make sure those springs are bang in the middle. Now you can pull the cable all the way in. So that hooks just like that. Two T8s. Now we can pull that cable in. Make sure you push that cable on the side, otherwise it may not work properly. Then the bracket can go only one way. Now the little springs, the black bits have to face up, and you only install the one in a small hole. The big spring, the black bit faces down, and I always install that here on the shift button, and then just say press that in, hold with your thumb, T5, make sure that cable is pushed all the way in, otherwise it may block paddles. And that's it. This is how you put the shifter together. Just wipe greasy hands to put some shine. Yeah. And obviously the next thing is the rubber hood. That needs to be replaced at some point because it's stretched. If you know any tips how to shrink them again, do let me know, so we don't have to replace them. But the easiest way to replace them is when you have a shifter off, because they come in nice and smooth. There are some notches and locating holes on the shifter, so they can only go one way. As you can see, that doesn't look nice, but it's okay. Maybe with the bar tape it's going to be much better. And the last bit is bar clamp. $5mm. Always be awkward to start them up. But if they catch, that will be fine. And yeah, not that difficult if you follow the steps. Like I said, the most important bit is do not install springs, and that's a shift assembly. If you're going to take it apart, it's a lot easier if you remove this, because that gives you enough slack and access to that T5 bolt at the top, and also that spring. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'm gonna post, maybe if I got some time, either tomorrow on Tuesday, a disassembly of an assembly of a GRX 815, and also as a bonus 105 mechanical. I usually don't deal with mechanical, but yeah, I need to take pistons out of that shifter. So if you got a Ultegra Dura-Ace or 105 11 speed or 12 speed, is pretty much the same, you can see how that can be taken apart. Thank you, and until next time.